Hey, good people. It's me once again on my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe so you can get more of my crazy thoughts about life from this part of the world, which is Africa. I'm currently in South Africa, but I'm from Kutu, Zimbabwe. What a beautiful place. I don't care what anyone says about it, but Zimbabwe is very beautiful. It's unfortunate what's going on. It's part of life. I've seen the good side of it and I've seen the bad. And I miss the old. It was good. But it as a country, it's a beautiful country. Beautiful people, beautiful culture, diverse. We have 16 official languages. And I happen to be part of a Karanga tribe, if it is called a tribe, which they call Shona now. And Shona really doesn't mean anything in Shona. Funny, right? It doesn't mean anything in Karanga. So yeah, but anyway, I've just been thinking about this is my thoughts, the way my head functions. Okay, as we try to survive as Africans in our villages or remote areas wherever we are, I just started thinking about, for somebody who is coming from there, what is their chance of survival now in this world of technology, a world of social media, world of cyber life? We are in the cyber age, like I said before. What's that kid that's sitting on a stone in a leaking, grass-thatched classroom, who has never seen what a computer or a TV or a cell phone looks like? They are there, those people. Yeah, I know some of you are saying, oh man, stop being extreme. I've been there, I've seen that. But it's not just seeing, but what's that kid's future in the bigger scheme of things? Because the world is not waiting for anyone. People are moving on. Artificial intelligence is coming, it's taking over. Whether you like it, as a Tonga person, as a Zulu person, as a Zulu person, as a Xhosa person, as a Lemba, as a Chewa person, as a Yoruba person, in your village with your ancestral beliefs, unfortunately, you are seeing me now talk because somebody had to go out there and invent this. Somebody had to go to space to put a satellite so that you can access the information through satellite and via internet. This is not fiction. And it's scary, very scary how much we are lagging behind as Africans. We are assimilating everything that we're doing, even what I'm doing right now. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I have access to this, so I may as well use it because it's there. But we have no say in the invention of these things. Artificial intelligence is here. So for that kid in the rural areas, what's his chance to survive? Because remember, the education that he's getting, like our syllabus in Zim, was put in the 80s and maybe 90s, before there was all this. So you find that you can talk of a 4-stroke engine that used to have a carburetor back then. And then you see, in primary school, you're still learning about that because the books are there that are doing that. Not that are doing that, but the books were written during that relevant time. And these are the books we still have today. So there is miseducation, not because we don't know, or we are ignorant, or we are ignorant. But because I think us, as the people, us, I'm talking about my age, maybe slightly older, and the younger ones, we are not playing our part to make sure that the education is up to the worldly standards. What do I mean by that? What stops me from updating that syllabus book and publish it and give it to the government and say, okay, can you start teaching kids about this? In Africa right now, our parents still think social media is for playing. 3 years ago, social media was not allowed in companies. They would block. But this is not just Africa, I think it was everywhere else. But it is a planet. There are careers that are being launched today in social media space. There are careers that are being launched today in the gaming space. And if you look, there are careers that are being launched in the augmented space. And these are not traditional careers. So if you ask a kid today, what do you want to be? They will tell you, I want to be a truck driver. I want to be a tractor driver. Because that's the exposure they have. That's who they look up to. Oh, I want to be like a business person that they've seen driving a nice car. But what does the business person do? They just want to look like him, but how to get there? No one is teaching him. So what's our role? We are letting them down. But anyway, we are also victims ourselves. You find that we were sent to school to basically administrate, not to invent. So the inventor is missing. We have brilliant people we can administrate, and by administration, it's a figure of speech. If you are an engineer and you are asked to look after the bolts and nuts and the leakages and of a machine without any blueprint or overview of how the machine was created, you are administrating the machine. That's about it. So you find that we have brilliant people in administration, but we don't have the crazy guy, the guy who walks around with an underwear in his head, the guy who invents things that make people think twice. An inventor is not normal. So anyway, a story for another day. But for that kid, what's his chance to survive? Is he going to catch up like we did? We were in the rurals, but the gap was narrow. We were just moving from analog to digital, and we happened to fall right on the bridge, so we were able to catch up. But we didn't catch up that much. The inventor didn't stop, but the inventor is not here. It's unfair. This is not our way of life as an African. One of you might be tempted to think. But the reality is, we adopted this lifestyle, and this is who we are now. This is where we are living, and we have to survive in it. And how do we survive when we still have kids that don't know how to switch on a phone? This becomes a window to the world. This is where you read and see about great inventors, about the other world that exists elsewhere, about the world of technology. Do you know that my age, most of our careers are becoming obsolete because the technology has moved on. So if you leave your job at a certain point, you are unemployable because what you trained in has gone past. For example, if you did introduction to IT, MS-DOS and what, I remember I used to see those things. It's funny, I laugh, but it's not funny at all. Now it's a basic necessity for everyone. So who do you teach? Kids are born knowing that already. So where do you fit in? If you didn't upgrade along the way, you are done. Most careers are going extinct as we watch, and we are teaching kids wrong things. But anyway, as human beings, we always find our way. There is always hope. I know. That's how we got to where we are. But I get scared as the technology gets faster and faster. Inventions come faster by the day. Technology is coming fast. People are talking about cryptocurrency. People are talking about AI, how it's taking over. Well, it's been taking over forever. I mean, this phone is my extension. It keeps my memory. So it is artificial intelligence. So that kid, how is he going to survive? What's his future? How can we change that? I leave it to all of you because we have a role to play. Let's do it now while we can, while we're still able-bodied, because at some point we won't be able. The human species is looking elsewhere to go and live, to save the species, not to save a race or to save anything. They are not looking at race, they are looking at the species. And if you're not on board, Africa, you'll be left behind with your minerals underground, obsolete. Ask England. 10 of Industrial Revolution. Coal was the most valuable. But the invention of the oil, what happened to coal? England was forced to move around and colonize everyone for survival. Coal became worthless. That's what's gonna happen. Our resources will go obsolete. Nobody will need them at some point. But at this point, they do need it. How can we take advantage of that? If you want our minerals, please bring your resources, bring your technology, plow it in the communities so we can benefit. You take our coltan. You take our gold, and bring your technology to our kids so that we catch up. It's a win-win for everyone. Don't leave us behind. But also, I implore to the African that it's not up to them, it's up to us, guys. We are letting our people down. We were sent to school with our parents making umqomboti, the opaque beer, so that they can pay school fees, selling chickens, goats, and cattle, so they could send you to school, so you could go back to the village and make a difference. But we are not. We get consumed by the bright lights and everything. So today, we are stuck wherever we are. We are not going back to build our communities. It's not building the country for the politician. It's got nothing to do with the politician. If anything, the politician is irrelevant in this picture. I know he's there to disrupt and try and gain popularity through your project and to frustrate your project. But the human spirit is beyond that. We always conquer beyond politics. But that's all I can say for now. Artificial intelligence is here. What's that kid in the rural area's chance to survive when he turns 21? Other kids are doing mechatronics, other kids are doing robotics, other kids are doing all these building games. Other kids are building this virtual world. Where is your kid going to fit in? Or is he going to be like us, assimilate and think we are there? Our generation, my generation and slightly older, is a disgrace. We have been coerced to think that accumulation of toys is a symbol of success. So our focus is on getting access to those toys, which is the money. We are bought easily. So once you have gadgets in your house, you have a beautiful toy that you drive, you speak and talk like those who invented those things, and you understand their language, you think you have arrived. But no, as long as you have a kid down there who doesn't know what a cell phone is, that's who you'll be charged against. That's the level we are at. We are letting ourselves down, guys. That's all I can say. It's my small rant, but please remember the kid back then. Thank you.